Yes. Come in. Make yourself comfortable. Sit anywhere's fine. Yes. Okay, so how can I put this without being rude? We understand you've been with the organization for quite some time, and your contribution has been thoroughly appreciated. However, due to stats and the staffing, unfortunately, we're gonna have to part ways. Man, she ain't on a job, I'm about to fire this bitch. I looked at her application, why to hire this bitch? Ain't even spell her name right, never on time in this bitch. So we fired. Hey, Valentine's Day, secret admire her bitch. Calling up saying you're sick, you a lying ass bitch. I'm tired of this bitch, I'ma retire this bitch. You're fired. The games that bitches play ain't got shit to offer, but got shit to say. You took her out to eat and 60 niggas wave. You know that bitches show out in first 60 days. You need to act your age, don't act your way. If I get started with this real MG shit. What's good, y'all? We back in the class, man. Cool kids talking about the cool shit, man. We chillin', man. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't got the computer set up yet. But yeah, man. We chillin', man. So, Maggie D, you already was jumping into something. Go ahead. You know what you? Cause I'ma tell where I got my. I heard some shit from some shit which kind of made a little bit of sense. So we can visit that. But why you think?
Okay, so they just now dropped the police recording, the police call or whatever. The robbery with Richard Kidd. I don't feel like now. I feel like it was a setup because I'm like, at first I thought it was their house because I kept hearing it was their house that they basically it was their house but it was her house. So now I'm thinking
we was been saying that it was her house.
Yeah. Oh no. I was saying that I thought it was both their house, but it's not. It's her house. What I'm used to like 911 calls with females, especially if they get hit, they get fucking pistol whipped in the face with a fucking gun. You know, oh my god, I'm looking. She was like so calm, like, oh my gosh, 911, I need y'all to come. My house just got robbed. I just came in here with guns. Da 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 da. Like she's so calm and collected. Granted, I know some people get
they've been through that.
Yeah,
they go through shock.
But I'm like. You get pistol whipped, and then the fact that you live in a place you need like a room key, like a lock, like you know the number code to get in. How two niggas get in and rob you, but then as y'all like as he fighting the other two niggas, just three more niggas is come in. Like all of a sudden, three more niggas is in there now. And then now when they got him locked the fuck out, you screaming, you still screaming.
So rescue videos of him getting knocked out.
It ain't no video.
Videos
it's a police phone call. And I'm like,
so the niggas ran in as she was on the phone?
Like right, they was still in the house as she was calling, like, hey, police, and they was like leaving. And I'm
fuck out of here,
bro.
If they had guns and she was calling the police, bro, she would have been killed.
My point is
maybe they weren't trying to catch bodies, but 6 niggas with guns.
Right, I'm like,
gonna run away as you calling the
police.
You call the police.
5, 6 niggas come in there. The first couple of niggas, Lil Rich, they couldn't handle Lil Rich by himself. So 3 more niggas come in with big guns.
They took jewelry and stuff, but they didn't take phones. Like I don't know if that sounds fish, but what I did hear is like I heard. Charlamagne, he pretty much cool with the chick. Like he knows, I guess he from back in the day. He basically was saying on his podcast, for one, this ain't the first rich nigga she done fucked with. She done fucked with niggas that's rich as fuck, that's way richer than Rich the Kid. So they basically saying like if she was going in the business of setting niggas up, you feel me? She probably could have chose a nigga that makes more money than Rich the Kid. That was the first thing he said. Secondly, he was talking about the fact that that's how she makes her money, with her face. That's how she makes her money. That's how she gets her niggas. That's how she makes her business. So you gonna risk fucking up your whole empire, which is your looks, over one thing? You feel me? Getting cocked in the fucking face, shit, all types of fuck, because that wasn't makeup.
Yeah.
That was a real cock. Like, you feel me? Like, she could, if they could, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? I mean, they ain't knock a tooth out or no shit like that, but unless that shit healed up perfectly, you know what I'm saying? It is a chance that, you know what I'm saying, I'm sure that would have crossed her mind first, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm risking a lot. You gotta think about that too.
And like,
A woman ain't gonna let you hit her in the
and I've been
face.
thinking about that, but also when it comes to robberies, women play their role. Like they was just showing videos where one girl, she came into the gas station, she was just posted there until her boyfriend walked in. Her boyfriend went to the counter, tried to get some shit, and then up the Tulio, homie, the cops was right there. He tried to push her in the way, the motherfucking get out the door, he couldn't. So while he wrestling with the cops, she like, oh, we caught now. Her ass running around the store, she running through the back.
She fell through the roof.
Yeah, that's that video where she went to the back and they showed her climbing up in the thing, climbed up, trying to get out, and the bitch fell through the roof. And they had to give up. And I'm like, and then like also, we at a point in time now where it's real sensitive for women. Women, all they gotta do, like the world is kind of like at women's sympathy kind of right now. With all these cases with women saying all these guys is touching them, it's easy to get sympathy. And if she a model, yeah, that's her breadwinner. But if she was caught up in a robbery and she's not a suspect, she can get past that because they got all type of makeup and CGI and
CGI.
like no.
But I'm trying to see what kind of benefit did she get out of this? Like, how much did they rob her for? Because you gotta think, what is her gain in this? How much did they rob Rich the Kid for? How much do I get out of y'all robbing Rich the Kid? And is it worth me getting my face fucked up?
And that's what I'm waiting on. I know they took hella jewelry, and then he was just on.
But you ain't getting retail price for that.
Yeah,
that
but
shit depreciates as soon as you buy it.
Yeah, but like I said, them is real diamonds. Them is actual.
Yeah,
and then like I said, it ain't on the street.
When you get a custom piece, if you spend $90,000 on a custom piece, you cannot then
It's
sell
worth
it.
90,000. If it's worth 90,000, bro, it's worth 90,000.
And then, like I said, you can find niggas on the street who like that them diamonds can go to the street just like chop shops and shit. They don't need a fancy. Yeah, you feel me? They can just them is real diamonds. So that's
You
what you
won't
need.
get
But
a
if
good
it
come
wasn't
up, but it's
if
not
it
gonna
wasn't
be the
his
same
house, how they
amount.
robbed him for
You're
how
not gonna
much
get the
jewelry,
same
that's not
amount.
open enough.
Right? How like if it wasn't his
So
house.
probably
They
just
took
was on-
everything that he had on him, and also
Right.
he had money. Like that's what does make sense. I said he had cash with him.
And Rich
So
is
I'm
mama.
like, you told him that she told you bring cash, or you was bringing cash? Like,
He
why
always
you
keep-
have so much cash?
Yeah, he always keep cash on. I follow him on IG and shit. So like,
Like, if it was probably like a large amount of cash, and I'm making a different story, like 100,000. You
Yeah.
don't need to be walking around with 100,000.
you don't. But
That's
you
not carryable unless it's in a book bag.
But you know, Offset, Migos, everybody do that. That's what we think they got on them go yard bags. That's what they do. They carry hundreds of thousands of dollars, and he always buying a car every other week or shit, or having somebody buy it for him, where he give him the money to keep his baby
He
mom.
is going through that
So
shit.
like you feel me?
He's having
When
to
you
give it
flexing, you feel me? And you got all these diamonds. You just gonna GQ talking about each earring is motherfucking $20,000 an earring. You got 3 rings on one finger. One is 10,000, the
Yeah,
other
but
is
if
50.
I steal all that, I'm not getting that value.
You're not.
from a piece of that shit.
You're not. If you
Especially
steal a $10,000 ring on the street, you can at least get 5 bands for it.
Exactly, and that's
I mean, you
that's
can have, but
and
that's
that's not even and that's not even a
smart on
guarantee.
What you know what you're
That's
doing.
not even a
Diamonds
guarantee,
are
'cause
different than
But if you also gotta think, you're selling hot diamonds from a custom piece. You've stolen that. So
Bro,
niggas
custom
that
piece is like if I got now if we're talking like if something now a custom piece, that's one thing. But at the end of the day, that shit can still get diamonds taken out of it. It can get melted down.
Right. And then on
Shit
top of
is
that, if you look at Rich the Kid's
all that is
pieces,
coming
he
off the price of
only
shit.
got he only got
they splitting that between 6 niggas and possibly the girl.
That's
He
the
got
only-
a
that's the
couple
only
of custom
thing is splitting
pieces.
it between
Like,
the
you
two.
feel me? When I be looking at Rich jewelry, it just be like plain chains or crosses and shit. That ain't no fucking custom jewelry. And then the custom jewelry that he do have that I know of, like the Rich Forever chain, he still got hella jewelry left. Yeah, he still got like all his custom pieces he be showing. You feel me? He still rocking. So I'm looking like, okay, y'all took like the diamond. I see y'all took 2 diamond crosses, couple other little neck chokers and shit, diamond chokers.
Cubans might be worth.
Yeah, Cuban like the Cuban links. Shit, fuck you can bust the diamonds out the medallion and keep the chain, and sell the
You
chain.
wouldn't do that because it'd be holy as fuck.
I mean, yeah, but I ain't said like.
But niggas,
The
like I said,
medallion?
like I said, a piece of jewelry is not like a car, nigga. You get robbed for that shit. Them niggas want to wear that shit for themselves if they already got money. They can do that, and you wouldn't be able to tell them niggas nothing because you wouldn't be able to tell them niggas if it's the different chain from the other chain unless it's a goddamn like you said a custom piece. But in that sense, they will fucking sell that shit.
Right, like
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what the benefit in it for her to have set him up is. That's where the motive is.
It might be a little Uzi in there, you know.
like that, or like the fact that
trying to put that on. That's the main thing everybody trying to prove is did she do it, and we trying to figure out. Well, if we gonna be saying did she do it, we need to figure out what is a motive for her to have set this nigga up.
His baby mom.
Because the cost is her face. She got her face fucked up.
Her wife
and her reputation is fucked up.
His wife did just expose him for all the bitches in the industry he was fucking. The Black Chinas. He fucking hella rap niggas, bitches in the industry. And that's his girl. And then at the same time, like when I look at it, I don't care if girls, you in the, if the girl rich.
To the fucking face to get you so fucked up.
Bitches, when bitches is hurt, bitches is hurt.
You right. All right, well, we don't know.
Yeah. Another topic, get well, Melissa Ford. Sexy ass Melissa Ford just suffered almost a fatal crash today. Her Jeep flipped over, caused by. She's a fucking video vixen, model, book writer, been in a couple movies. Like back in the day, she was like early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s. She was like one of the bad bitches. Everybody wanted Melissa Ford, and she was in almost down there every Jay-Z video. Like she one of them, like Nia Campbell type bitches, like top model type bitches that be in all the videos and shit. But she just had a big car accident caused by a 4-wheeler. She was in a Jeep truck, but something happened and she fucking flipped. And she was fucked up. They had the pictures and everything on IG. So I just threw that on there. I'm still waiting for more details to come out, but literally as I was getting ready to come over here, I had seen that shit. So I was like, oh, I just want to send my condolences to her family. I don't know if I can use that word condolences because she ain't
just
dead.
Prayers.
Yeah, like prayers.
Well wishes.
I'm joking.
Right, I'm like, is she salty?
Oh, bitch. I mean, my bad. But damn, we thinking you in here choking or some shit.
I'm like,
damn, you got me running in this motherfucker like I'm motherfucking you my kid or some shit. You in here stomping and punching and smacking the cigarettes and shit. Well, you was patting and stomping and all types of shit. I thought you was choking on shit. Yeah, they was like, oh, she dying.
right. But then, so they got these cars now called MS. It's called MSM cars. Mentally stimulate me. It's based on a whole bunch of cards. It's a game. I don't understand the game of it, to be honest, but I just been seeing it a lot, and they got celebrities. It'd be like, okay, they give you a situation, and they give you a whole bunch of fucking, what would you do in this situation? I guess you gotta kind of pick the right one. I thought that shit was interesting, but that just gave me faith that I just brought it on here to know that we on the right track of what we doing, because I'm like, if somebody can make a game out of some cards that's just putting up certain scenarios, like, your girl walk in the house, you with another girl, what do you do? A, da-da-da-da, B, da-da-da-da, C, da-da-da. It's an actual game, it's called Mentally Stimulating. Card game, you feel me? And this is a whole bunch of shit, and then niggas is just circling on and shit, taking pictures and shit. It's also on IG. I thought that was different, but it made me feel comfortable about what we doing.
Oh nah, entrepreneurship is definitely a big thing right now. Also, people are trying to unplug. Like I literally, what the fuck, man? I saw some shit, like literally at Speedway, they have things where they're like, we have all sorts of apps that will help you limit your social media time. It will help you to plan your day and unplug. Like people struggle with that, bro. Like people are really having issues with they wake up and sit in the bed for hours on end on social media doing nothing, or they post too much of their life, or too much of social media affects how they feel throughout the day. There are really people that struggle with that, need to unplug. And like board games, video games, stuff like that, shit like that is what is going to help people to get away from, because you know that's all people be saying, like, when the last time you actually just met somebody or just talked to them, or got the, you know what I'm saying, people always on their phone, always on their phone. So shit like that helps you to mentally stimulate your mind, bond with the people that you actually are with FaceTime and shit like that, and kick it in. Help you to unplug, man. People looking for ways.
I just want to give a quick shout out. To MSM Cards, because I'm like, it's different, but it's a good game. I see what it's a good game to play if you like But it depends on what you playing the game for. Like me personally, how I would use that game. And like that's something I would play on like some romantic shit. Like if I was with a shorty or something.
The one talking about if a girl come in the room and
Yeah. Imagine you got your shorty here and y'all playing a game and this come up. Instead of giving the answer you want to give, you can just pick a different answer, the right answer that she want to hear. Oh, that shit. Mm-hmm.
I guess. I don't know. That sounds like some shit that'd be fun to play with a lot of people, I guess, yeah, but I don't know. That
Yeah,
shit
but
is
it
scared the
gotta-
fuck out of me. The first night, y'all do have some super long ass, heartfelt ass conversation. I mean,
I feel like we should. That's why I'd rather like me having a talk was good, Waldo. It's one thing when you talking to for me. It's one thing when we talk. We can talk for that day, and you can tell me some shit. You can bring me into your world, but don't tell me everything the very first day, because I also want to meet you, see how you're actually. Then we can have more. Let's try to do something.
I
and
feel
stay
like
in the
it's
conversation.
too much too soon. Like,
But,
you
and
feel
then
me? Like,
I don't have
like-
nothing to talk about with you.
Yeah.
Cause then the phone calls become, hey, what you doing? I miss you. You tell me about your day, and then it's stale. And then like you feel me? Me and you both have went through this where we talking to a girl, we trying to build a conversation, but it's really boring as fuck because the bitch don't want to say nothing. Cause you kind of already know everything, low key. So
Nah, you don't know everything.
You don't know everything, but when you trying to start the conversation, it's like it ain't no conversation there. Like y'all talked hard for like 1-2 days, maybe a week, and then after that, when you trying to just kind of have a daily conversation, you have nothing to conversate about no more. So I'm like,
Nah, that'd be because bitches already be talking to the next nigga and you drive them now.
Also,
you be
that's
texting
true.
them and they like they replying to you, but
I hate.
cause we be thinking that we fucked them and we like, oh yeah, I done fucked now, so she ain't interested. She's like, nigga, you ain't interested in me no more, nigga. So like, nigga, I fucked you. Now I'm trying to see what this nigga got to offer before I slip up and
And
give
you know
him
what?
some pussy, nigga.
I've been noticing the trends lately. I'm like,
Bitch is nice for what
I'm like,
to these niggas.
facts. I'm like, niggas is out here being sensitive to females' feelings now, and bitches is being. We done turned into the ladies, and the ladies done turned to
girls know how to play the victim, so they played it all full circle. They wait until when it's like 3 a.m. to cry about being alone, but they gonna play the victim then. Like, man, I swear if these niggas wouldn't have cheated on me, then I wouldn't not be shit, and then I wouldn't be alone.
I'm like, I be clowning bitches on the book now, like on any social media.
Hoes is nasty on
She talking
Facebook
about
now.
her life. I'm walking home, no cap. This nigga Wado said
He
she
said
started talking about her
stupid.
life. I'm walking home, no cap.
Oh my
Shout out to Wappa Wado. But nah, like
Mhm.
that shit be funny to me. Like I'm like now as I'm getting older and mature, I'm like now I'm more or less trying to stop being a dick and trying to compromise to what's going on. But now I be feeling back. So I'm like, is this how I was doing you?
I don't know if a girl.
I hate
I
that.
like it when girls tell me a lot about themselves. Like if they just start telling me a lot about
It's
themselves.
good,
I don't know. It do be some shit that might turn me off, or it might be some shit that might be like off-putting to me. But at the end of the day, like I don't know. I respect the fact that we having a conversation. I respect the fact that they comfortable enough with me to open up and have a conversation, like tell me stuff. And then also, I just like knowing different people's stories and different shit that people been through. Like, cause sometimes people tell you some shit that's so crazy you can't even fathom that shit. You be like, damn, you been through all that. Like, it really made me take my family for granted sometimes. Like, I mean, it made me really appreciate the life that I have sometimes when people tell me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like I'll be talking to somebody and they'll be like, yeah, man, me and my dad, he fucking hates me. Like, or somebody, it'll be their birthday. I'll be like, oh, happy birthday. You feel me? What you do? Like, they mom don't tell them happy birthday. They dad don't tell them happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, yeah, I ain't spoken to them in like 6 years. Or like, and then
That's
it's
white people.
or it'd be like,
that's
it'd be some crazier shit. Like,
that's
yeah,
that's
I
a lot
call
of
my
black
mom.
people like that. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to cut you
It's
off.
black people and white people and mixed people, all types
It
of
is
people.
all
Like, I
races.
call my mom all day today. She ain't answering my phone all day today, but they gonna call my grandma. Like, I'm like, damn, your mom just be dogging like that, and then like, you don't know if it's shit that they did to feed into it, and then but it's like, damn, it's just like, at some point somebody got something to beef, but then I'm just be like, I just appreciate what I got. Like, damn, like, I know me and my mom get into it, but I'm glad we don't get into it like where we don't be talking for like years at a time and shit like that, and really be genuinely like not liking each other and shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like I can't cap. I hate shit like that because I go through that with my mother. Like, I ain't gonna say me and my mom don't talk for years, but it be times where me and my mom won't speak for 2 to 4 months. Like, cause my mom is very prideful. She's a very prideful woman. And you feel me? I'm very prideful too now that I'm older and I ain't scared to get my ass whooped no more. Like, you feel me? Cause growing up, that's all it was about, avoiding the ass whooping from my mom. Now I'm old enough, I'm like, you ain't whooping my ass. We ain't kid. I know you can still swing on me and smack me and all something like, all that. But as far as an actual butt whooping go, I'm not getting that. So now
Like, I don't live under your roof. You don't have that. You always had that. You have to obey me because I pay the rules in this house. I give you your livelihood.
Right.
As of right now, I am an adult and I support my own livelihood. And I've also learned that as an adult, it doesn't make me 100% right about everything. So, as an adult and I'm not a father, but you a father, you feel me? This is the conversation I had with my mom. I'm like, so what part of you pushing me out your vagina made you start being 100% right about everything? Because if you can be wrong about shit in your personal life, and if you was wrong about shit before me, then after me, you can be wrong about shit.
right, and it's
Like,
okay to be wrong.
It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to mutually grow. It's okay for there to be a black and it's not everything is black and white. It's okay for us to both be wrong and both be kind of right. You feel me? But it's just that, like you said, once parents, they feel like I'm a parent, so I'm 100% correct in everything that I tell you because of the age and the fact that I am your parent.
Right, but so we got a comment from Waldo, not about that topic, but the topic right before. He just wanted to give you. He said, "Gee, she can respect my dick and have a Pop-Tart done."
I don't even know what I.
You might have said something. I'm not sure, but that comment, she can respect my dick and have a Pop-Tart done.
Hey,
Whopper
Waldo, ladies and
he
gentlemen.
out here. I did. So we in the federal world. For me in hip hop, we have some good news. We got 2 good news and 1 bad news. I'll start with the bad. I don't know how I feel about this. So Jimmy Walpo passed, but even though he passed,
Who?
Jimmy Walpo, the rapper. 1, 2, maybe hop up off that roof. Jimmy Walpo, he got shot in the head. He dead, but.
Damn.
He's still they still trying to try him for double murders, and they like, now that he's dead, maybe these witnesses will start talking because they ain't scared no more for their life. So now they still trying to convict this man, a dead man, for they got him right now for 23 homicides. They trying to convict him off of.
They trying to just go ahead and clean those up and get them off the books because it's a bunch of paperwork of shit that's unsolved. And if you can blame it on somebody who's not going to have to serve any actual jail time for it, and they can clean up a bunch of paperwork, why not? That's taxpayers' dollars that's being wasted. They pretty much admitting, bro, we ain't gonna find these niggas. It's not happening. We've been looking into it. We think he did it. No, we was gonna say he did it, but he dead now, so he definitely did it.
And I think that's fucked up. To be honest, I'm like,
I mean, it tarnishes his legacy, and it's gonna hurt his family.
and I'm
bro.
like, and as far as the taxpayer money go, that's not on the taxpayers. That's not like, yeah, we paying taxes, but it's not our fault. They going out there investigating that. We gotta remember, no more of this is coming from down. The police, which they like, oh, we gonna use now we got the taxes paying for this. Instead of, they don't even know the nigga who killed him. They ain't even looking for his kill. They said, oh, we about to get him on all his bodies because he dead. Which I'm like, it's kind
But
of.
what don't you like about it? Like, what do you don't like?
Don't like.
Don't throw shade on me.
But right, like he dead now. Don't put. You could have put. Don't try to put that work in now.
Like they say about.
If it was a white man, that shit would.
Like the conversation that you had about with Malika and her dumb ass. When it came to when after X died, she was like, I don't got no sympathy for that nigga. He fucking beat gay people, so fuck that nigga. Well, she didn't even know the fucking situation from the forefront in the go. And then y'all motherfucking idiots is just having a back and forth conversation about why she's fucking stupid and why she's wrong in the situation of fucking throwing shade on that nigga when she could have just kept that shit to herself.
And then
But she wanted to put that shit out into the world so she can have some laughs back.
Right, and I'm like, y'all think it's okay, the motherfucker. If this was any white man, I don't see us going back trying to convict any dead white man off of nothing. But because this dude is a known gangbanger and he might have allegedly killed somebody, you feel me? Or now I'm gonna fuck about. That's like you.
Well, they shot that nigga 10 times in the face, so they hit him with the big L, which is also crazy because the catch wreck on any cassette, that's Big L. That shit that comes on before his song is Big L, and Big L was one of the niggas in New York. He came out around when Pac, Biggie, and Jay-Z. It was Big L was the fourth nigga, and the nigga be spitting super hard, and they shot that nigga 7 times in the face over some shit his brother did. So they hit him with that kind of shit.
Bro, like, and I'm like,
They hit that nigga. Warpo got shot like 5 times in the face.
Right after get in Pittsburgh, PA.
He got shot 10 times to like most of them in the face.
Wiz was just talking about that. He was like, that kind of hit me because he was like, I knew Jimmy Wapo. Yeah, we didn't do music together, but I know Jimmy. I'm from, y'all forget I'm from PA. I know why. And then he was like,
Jimmy Wapo was just out or was he in jail?
And he was in jail, but then he came home, dropped a hit, and that's what that was the big thing. He came home.
Recent?
Yeah, he just got shot. Like he died the same days. He died 2 weeks before he. 2 weeks before he. After he got out, he died, you feel me? And he died.
He got out, died 2 weeks after that, and it was the same day as Tentacion died.
Right, they both got shot the same day.
Damn, so that got overcrowded by the XXX.
No, it was
really
big
because everybody knew both of them.
Right,
I mean, it was more.
X is
it was
bigger.
more. Actually, X is bigger, and people focus more on that because of what he was representing as far as like mental health. He was changing his life to a.
Dude, we all believe that nigga was crazy.
Yes, bro. So, he was bipolar. He was very suicidal, bro.
Right.
He was very suicidal. The shit that he was rumored to have said to that girl, this is how I feel about it. Words is words. I feel like bitches say crazy ass shit to niggas all the time, and we would just sleep down on that. Like, nigga, I'll cut your dick off and fuck you in the ass with it, make you suck your own motherfucking dick. We be like, oh, that shit is cool. But if he say some crazy ass shit to her, then we just like, oh, that's fucked up because she's a woman. Like, bro, fuck out of here. She probably said crazy shit to him. He probably said crazy shit to her. She probably did shit to him. He did shit to her. They was fighting and fucking throughout the whole nation. Like all the places where these police reports is at, they were moving place to place together. They grew up in a dysfunctional relationship. She probably had fucked up parent relationship just like he did, and they mutually bonded off of that shit. And when shit was good, it was good. When it was bad, it was probably bad. And okay, have you ever will tell of every motherfucking, not every, but a lot of fucking relationships.
Their relationship is like that Netflix show, The End of the Fucking World. That was their relationship for real.
He wasn't beating her in that show though.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't beating her, but I'm saying like that's how 2 young people from dysfunctional homes and just joined together, said fuck it, and then ran off together. And then like you said, when it was good, it's good, but when it's bad, they, you feel me? Even though they weren't beating each other in the show, you feel me? They was catching bodies. You feel me? One would kill somebody, like what? And then the other one like, why the fuck? Now you feel me? Shit like that, and vice versa. So I'm like, it was kind of like, I just don't like people like. Well, that person's dead now. It's one thing to talk dirt on somebody when they alive and they going through some shit, but I'm like, that little nigga been fucked up. Like, y'all gotta remember, he was in Florida.
He was moving.
He didn't go to juvenile. He went to the penitentiary in Florida. The penitentiary. He got charged as an adult because in Florida, most crimes they don't care. Like they don't really got no juvenile system. They got one, but that's for little petty shit. When you at the ages from 14 and up in Florida, you get charged as an adult for a majority of the fucking crimes that's committed. So you in jail now for the little shit you got through. You in prison now for the little bullshit that you did with this little girl. Now you 17, 16.
And y'all still young, like
young as fuck. And
like,
the system fuck you up.
Your mental ain't even developed yet. Like girls still be playing with niggas' freedom at 25, 28 years old. Like your mental, it's fucked up. It's just like that video. That video I reposted on Facebook where the nigga was out there choking the fuck out that bitch because the bitch thought it was funny. Like, oh yeah, leaving a nigga, and the nigga was really in love. He was like, bitch, you like, wait, I fucking, and then choking her like, I fucking love you, like. I love you, like, and then he was about to slap the shit out. He cocked back because he knew, but he was just so. I'm like,
That's like
Just because you love a bitch, don't mean
yeah,
you
don't love, but I'm like, I
You
don't.
can't choke a bitch because you love her.
And we can't judge him because we don't know their situation and what was going on before that situation popped off. And that's another thing. Like I think
I'm just saying,
I think
you
niggas is
thought
hoe
it
ass
was
niggas for
funny.
saying, oh, you put your hands on the bitch, you a bitch. Like no, first of all, you can't call a nigga a bitch if you don't know that situation. You don't know what the fuck was going on with him and that fucking girl. Until you've been put in that position, you can't speak on it. That's how I feel about that type of situation. Because I done been in that situation. I know people who've been in that situation. I know real nice ass people who ain't never really did shit in their life. Don't steal none of that shit. But been in a relationship with a bitch who been fucking grimy, took shit the wrong way, testing them, and then he fucking slapped the shit out the bitch or did something. Now everybody like, oh, you like, I'm like, no, y'all didn't.
Slap the shit out.
I'm like, y'all wasn't, but y'all ain't saying nothing about that bitch beating on that nigga before you slapped her.
All right, well then, okay, that's that right there is a very
And
important.
and that's 90%. That's 90% of that shit. Like I ain't gonna say 90, but that's for real. That's a big percentage that domestic violence. The girl always talking some shit. I ain't gonna say niggas just don't.
Talking and hit and assaulting are two different things.
And bro,
So no, I can agree with that shit.
Provocation, I can definitely understand that, but I'm just gonna play devil's advocate. I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm just playing devil's advocate, and all I'm saying is it's a fine line you gotta walk. Like yes, I understand what you're saying. She provoking you, she yelling at you.
Yeah, if you would let me finish what I was saying, you can understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Like I said, you know, you've been dealing with my girlfriend. My girlfriend, you know, is someone abuse. She don't be beating my ass, you know. Like, there's know I'll beat the fuck out of her.
Well, yeah, if she hit you, I'm not
like
saying
you know,
still
comes to
should
those
deal
times
with it.
between an argument or something like that. If she feel like I'm socially super disrespectful, she be like, bro, I'm gonna smack you or something like that. You know, she smacked me one time while I was driving. I'm like, I will pull over and beat your ass. But I already know it would have been a situation where
Right,
she would try to
but-
call
and
the
that's-
cops, and I would have immediately
right, and then everybody would have been looking at Javon like, oh, bro, you just really beat your girl, like not knowing I'm fucking driving. And she fucking slapped the shit out of me.
Right.
I could have crashed and killed the both of them. It's not even that. And then she slapped the shit out of me.
She's been hitting me
So
multiple
for some
times.
facts, like, and that's what it be, cause you know niggas at first be like, girl, chill. I ain't gonna say all
Now, I'm
niggas.
not even saying that time. I'm talking about like if you done been slapped and you let it go that day, and then a month later she slapped the fuck out of you again, you let it go that time, and then now she feel like once y'all's altercation or argument gets past a certain point, I'm allowed to slap the shit out of you, but you can't hit me back.
Right.
No, you got me.
I'ma keep it
no,
100.
hell fucking no.
On the first time she slap you and you let it go, she automatically, that's an all the time thing now. Oh, I can slap this nigga. I slap this nigga to him do the shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
That's an all the time thing
No,
with females.
I
That's
ain't gonna
all
say
the
that.
time. Cause as soon as you let it slide, that's when bitches really start. I ain't gonna say bitches. That's when females really get to do.
But
And
that's when
if
it
you
comes-
take it the first time, I ain't saying slap her, but if you talk to her, don't do that shit no more. Don't do that. It should never be done again.
Alright.
You stated that. But then if she do it again,
Then that's when you have to evaluate. That don't mean beat her ass. That means evaluate your whole entire relationship. That means you can look at that and be like, look, I'm clearly dealing with a woman who does not understand the boundaries of I'm a man and you are a woman. If I strike you, I can fuck you the fuck up. So with that being understood, we need to keep our fucking arguments at conversation tone. If you don't want to play by them rules, then clearly we don't need to have a relationship, because there's one or two options. Either we stop dealing with each other or I'll beat your ass. And the option to beat your ass
Sometimes girls
should
don't
not
get that.
no, that's because y'all
no,
cheat.
if they do, women don't do it, bro.
That's because you're staying with this woman. Period.
Bro, when you trying to leave, bro, that's when that conversation, that's when it happens. When you actually trying to leave, G,
you can tell me so a bitch can keep you in the house, but you can't get away
bro,
from her.
as soon as you touch her to move her, bro, that's aggressive, bro.
You right.
G,
I ain't gonna argue with
listen,
you. You right.
no, listen to me. If you in a relationship,
Right.
G,
You gotta be
bro,
the last
no,
time.
bro, let me
You
listen,
gotta
bro, let me
be-
talk. Just listen. If you in a relationship, and I'm using you as an example, if you in a relationship, bro, and you and your girl live together, and y'all get into it, like you said, you doing the right thing, you trying to fucking leave. When you leaving, the girl jumps in front of you now. Now you like move, you sidestep, then you walk away try to juke her, you still don't move. Soon as you put your hands on her to move her, and I ain't saying grab her physically, I ain't saying yank her ass up. Soon as you just move her out the way, you know she's swinging on you. Now what you doing? And she calling the cops, because that's assault. Literally, that's assault, G.
And at the end of the day,
And you still
no
go to
point
jail.
back. Okay, I'm listening to what you're saying.
That's
In your
assault.
scenario, nigga, if I grab her and this bitch haul off and start socking me, keep hitting me and shit like
She
that.
can't, that's self-defense.
Bro, I let you sit here and speak your
Alright,
shit.
go
I'm
ahead.
telling you
Alright,
how
go
I would deal with that situation. I'm not saying that I would be perfect and deal with it. I'm telling you of an option. I'm telling you of an option. So let's start it back from the top. I've been in this relationship with this woman. We argued once. She put her hands on me. I said, look, you're a woman, I'm a man. I don't want to put my hands on you, so do not put your hands on me. We have had this conversation, verbal contract. You will not put your hands on me again. We get to a second altercation. You have put your hands on me again. I am trying to exit this place. If I grab you, you start putting your hands on me and shit. I don't think that there's no woman that I'm dealing with now. Granted, me and you are of different physiques. So I don't think that there's any female that I'm fucking with that is going to be able to get a one-up on me to where I feel like I need to punch this bitch in her face, or I need to smack this bitch, or I need to choke this bitch. Granted, I'm not going to cast stones. I've never been in that situation and been that angry. But I feel like I would be able to get myself out of that situation without physically really harming this woman, and then going forward, I would not put myself in that situation anymore because I know this person does not understand the rules of the game we're playing. This person keeps playing and hitting me. She feel like she can hit me, and I know I can't hit her. So I'm not going, now granted, I'm not going to cast those, because I know people love people. People have all sorts of different obligations and shit like that. But at the end of the day, if we're going to keep this out on paper, there is a choice. There is not a just automatic, you have to beat her ass option.
Yeah,
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
No.
And there's also an option of, if you're dealing with somebody who always hitting you, there is the option of, look, I can't do this no more. There doesn't have to be a, oh, this person don't get it, they just don't always hit me, so I gotta, at one of these points, I gotta hit back. Like, no. Bitch, if I tell you, stop putting your fucking hands on me, and you done put your hands on me numerous times, then I'm not gonna deal with you no more, because you're gonna, if that was the case, everybody would get off for everything. Be like, nah, I told this person don't do this, and then I killed their ass. Or nah, I told this person don't do this, and they kept doing it, so I rap like, no, bro. I don't give a fuck how many warnings you gave them. If they did not heed your warning, you still have a choice to go an alternate route.
And that's what I'm saying, but what I'm trying to explain to you, and I agree with you, you do have a choice. But I'm letting you know what's something that happens after that you get a choice of, I'm about to just get the fuck out of here. That just happens in a breakup period. Y'all even gotta be domestic. If you breaking up with a girl and y'all live together, she ain't about to let you walk out the fucking door. If the bitch let you walk out,
depends on who you
no,
fucking
it's not
with.
dependent.
Yes,
Every,
it do, bro.
it don't,
Yes, it
bro.
do. No,
Every
that's-
girl
that's
I know,
you sound
every
dumb, bro. You
no,
sound dumb.
now I sound dumb, bro. That's
Every single
bro.
girl
What
is
bitch
gonna
have you
attack
been
you.
with to be in that situation?
Bro, I have broken up with girls and walked out of the house.
Bro,
I get attacked every time I break up with a girl and walk out of a house.
Bro, is it the house that y'all share together? No, so shut that shit up, bro.
Bro, it don't matter about that. That's not what you said. You
Bro,
didn't say
listen, okay,
share the
shut the
house
fuck up
together.
so I can tell you what I'm saying.
All right,
bro.
bro.
If I'm telling, if you break up with a girl and y'all having an argument, I ain't saying you putting your hands on her.
This nigga changing all types of
I'm not
shit. You said live together and shit. You said break up. You
Bro,
said
can
you
you
can't
shut
break
up, bro,
up
so I
with a
can
girl.
explain,
No,
bro.
nigga, you can ask me to
Oh,
basically
okay.
let you speak.
Bro.
No, I can't shut up, nigga. All I'm saying is just that you didn't say that guy name.
Bro.
You ain't say nothing about
Okay,
living
let me
together.
speak, bro.
Yes.
All I said was, okay, if y'all in this situation, y'all together, y'all in this fucking house, you feel me? You break up with the girl. She asking you what's up. Y'all arguing about it, and she's still not telling, because she ain't done talking to you. She gonna keep jumping in front of you. All I was saying is, you gotta be careful. Like you said, you're stronger, da-da-da. I ain't saying put your hands on her, punch her, none of that. But if you just take the simple thing of just adjusting her, even if you stick your arm through like this and you move her, that's considered assault, bro. That's considered assault. Me and you, or what we just did, that's domestic violence, my G. If somebody on this live right now wants to call the cops, we both could be in jail for arguing. That's domestic
It don't
violence.
fucking matter. We didn't put our hands on each other. And at the
It
end of
does
the day,
matter, bro.
At the end of the day, bro,
Right.
you're trying to still be set in your point, bro. If you honestly feel that way, bro, if you honestly feel like every girl you break up with, if you're trying to walk out of the house, she's going to attack you, and if she attacks you, you need to beat her ass, then you live your life like that.
I did not
okay,
say
then,
that.
bro. So then, what are you saying? Because you arguing against what I'm saying.
No, I just if
What I'm saying
if
is
you
you don't have
would
to
have shut
hear
the fuck up and just listen.
You
I
keep
clearly,
talking, bro.
I clearly, yeah, bro, be quiet. Let me speak. I clearly said I agree with you. When I'm saying I'm giving another fucking example of if you sat there and moved her out the way, you kept cutting me off and wouldn't let me get there. That's what it is. Next fucking topic. We agree to fucking disagree. This nigga P.B. Roscoe, the nigga who shot motherfucking Wayne's tour bus, just got his conviction.
What?
P.B. Roscoe. It was Young Thug's road manager. Remember when Thug was fucking with Birdman super hard and Wayne's tour bus got shot the fuck up? Nigga went to jail for it. Nigga said Birdman and Young Thug had something to do with it. He got indicted. They got indicted, but nothing ever came down. They were still investigating. But now that conviction, cause he had got convicted for it. They just overturned his conviction, so he about to come home now.
Oh, so what's the name about to come home to do?
The nigga who shot Wayne, well, allegedly shot Wayne's tour bus up. They overturned it. They got rid of the conviction basically. So cause the lack of evidence. He been in there. He ain't really said that. They ain't got nothing on Birdman. They ain't got nothing on Young Thug. All they got is some arguments, and that's it. Like they have no showcasing. They caught him with a gun and the same type of gun that motherfucking shot the bus up, but that's about it. And when they did the ballistic testing, you know how you test the ballistics or the shoot.
It wasn't even the same person.
Yeah, it was the same type of gun, but it wasn't the gun that was used to shoot that. So his shit is getting overturned, which is good news about that. But I'm like, shit, he feel fucked up because like Birdman and like Young Thug, even though they was fucking, even though they doing the right thing but not really speaking on it, they ain't really look at him. Oh shit, you gotta do that. I mean, we can finish this later on.
That was the last one.
He said he wasn't even gonna be done until later.
I'm not there.
C Murder is also coming home. C Murder got his shit. The witness that said he shot him, and with his case is kind of fucked up because they just got him off of.
If it was that case, well, go ahead.
Like you know that little murder case, he didn't get caught with no gun. There was no gun residue on him. He was just in the location, and a witness was told to say he did it. Say it was a dude with gold teeth and was tall. It's a lot of tall, dark-skinned niggas with gold teeth in Louisiana during that time, especially during the 90s. That was kind of like one of the things. Just gold mouth down there in the South. But he ain't did nothing. He wrote books. He done talked to Oprah, all type of presidents and everything. And the witnesses finally came out and was like, look, he ain't do it. The police made me say this and da-da-da-da, which I think is kind of fucked up because I'm like...
If that was the case, it'd be I would see the courts get a lawsuit.
Oh, you already know they on that.
Compromise settlement.
They immediately moved him to the halfway house. Like, as soon as that lawyer said... I mean, as soon as that dude said... The witness went and said that about C Murder or whatever... basically clearing the fact that he ain't do it and he lied about it. They took him out that prison and moved him straight to the halfway house.
But the rain?
Nah. Which is a good thing, but I'm like, how would you feel if you was locked up 20-something years for a crime you didn't do? And then finally the witness that could have been stopped it all, that lied on you, now he's saying,
and like, fuck that nigga.
My fault, bro. I was wrong for fucking telling you to shut the fuck up. I was in the heat of no argument, bro. I'm man enough to admit I was wrong, bro. But like I was saying, see, like that shit was deep, and I'm like, bro, like that's a life. Like he old as fuck. Master P in his 50s, and that's Master P's older brother. And I don't think he got any kids.
Cause he couldn't have them.
No, I take that back. He got one kid with Monica, the singer. That's his ex-wife.
That's crazy.
Right.
Fuck the justice system. Niggas always fucking niggas over.
Hell yeah. We got one more topic to keep it in Atlanta or whatever. It's just now Offset done fucked up again.
It seems like he don't even like Cardi B.
And that's what I'm starting to feel like, cause they just had their baby shower. At the baby shower, them niggas was shooting dice and everything. Like it was super. She said, and she thought she just always figured she'd have a ratchet baby shower. Like, but everything she said she thought was gonna happen, basically happened. Migos in there gambling, shooting dice with other kids there, niggas smoking. You know, Offset smoke everywhere, so You know, nigga smoking.
Because that's kind of their thing. They have to. That's part of what their
They don't have to
brand
do
is.
that during the shower.
At a baby.
Their brand, part of their brand.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
I'm listening to what you're saying. I didn't interrupt you.
Part
But
of Cardi B and Offset's brand is that everything is is about representation these days. What do you represent? What is the demographic that you represent? What Cardi B and Offset represent is thug love, hood ass love, ratchet ass love, but at the level of what you aspire to get into. What niggas want is to be able to be rich as fuck, do all the ratchet ass shit that Offset and Cardi B doing, but to do it at a rich ass level instead of doing it at their regular life level. That's why everybody do everything and show it to Instagram.
and at the
because
same
they want
time,
everybody
I agree with what you're saying as far as the level of the lifestyle that they want to live. But I feel like I can ask any ratchet bitch in this fucking world as far as what they would want. Even Cardi B herself, who is ratchet, who used to be a stripper and fucking suck dick for the fucking fun of it. I don't think she would fucking condone her husband, baby dad, fucking smoking weed at her future baby fucking baby shower.
That would go to
No, I don't think that would. I don't think that as a business person that would help the business. Me blowing fucking weed because Cardi B has branched out. She is, she's went from not only just low budget Cardi ass bitch to being a stripper. She's on BET and shit like that.
She's
shit
like
now.
Classic.
She's on TV shows and shit like now. Like,
she's on
so
that shit.
that doesn't
to
represent
what she
smoking
does.
weed at the fucking baby shower, bro. I feel like that's her representing and standing
Did you
up for
see that?
herself.
Did you
like
see that? Did you
Cardi
see
B is. I mean, Offset is wilding the fuck out. He's fucking smoking weed at the fucking baby shower. Like everybody knows that.
I think that for one, for starters,
I'm
when
not
you saying
saying that at
every ratchet chick, I think that people have types, and I think that there are some ratchet girls that they love shit like that, like
No.
that.
Like,
She's her parents. Cardi, that's the first thing. That's another thing. Cardi B's parents are not even like that.
It don't matter what her parents is like. It's what she's like.
If
It's like
it's
white
a
people
baby
is-
shower, you're inviting your family to welcome and shower the fucking baby. Have you not been to a baby shower?
I feel both sides because it's like the business wise is like we said. Offset is he at the fashion show smoking weed. He doing GQ photo shoot smoking weed.
But that doesn't help his
But-
business as far as him smoking weed at his
baby
baby.
sh-
And that was private. That was a private event.
And was it in front of children? Like,
Children,
they was
most
blowing smoke
likely.
in
Yeah,
children's
the family.
Because
what I've
from
been-
what I'm hearing, when you say shooting dice and smoking weed at the baby shower, to me it's like them niggas got.
It was a
bread face
venue. It was like a
him.
box.
Yeah, it was like from what I heard, it was a big ass venue, like a smoke friendly venue. But they want like, you know how you got a cookout, and you got niggas in the corner over there rolling up, and there's kids out there on that side playing. It was like one of them. But you know how you got those few bad kids that run around to the.
And that's what I'm saying. I think that they represent that. I don't think that they represent that whole that shit can be for fucking Beyonce and Jay-Z. For Offset and Cardi B, it's motherfucking.
And it, for me, I
They
don't think,
fucking kicking it.
I think she was.
That's what they doing. That's what they represent, and they motherfucking everybody that every person who admires that lifestyle, like the people that Cardi B represent, the bitches that's in the strip club fucking with the hood ass niggas that sell dope, they got the nice ass chains and shit. Their motherfucking dream baby shower is some motherfucking hood rich shit. It's not no classy ass shit. It's some hood rich shit, and they're doing hood rich shit at the highest level. I feel where you coming from as far as like in front of the kids smoking and shit like that. And I also feel where you coming from as far as like it could potentially harm her brand to be doing that in front of the new faces that she get. But you also got to look at the fact that the only reason why she in front of them new white faces anyway is because she was doing the shit that she doing now. If she never would have been a stripper, representing that stripper, like on her album that she just dropped, if you listen to the bars and that shit, she said, damn, he handsome as fuck. I hope his wallet got condoms in it. Like, she represents that mind frame, that type of women.
Like I said, at the end of the day, I don't think Cardi B
I'm like, I like.
is condoning.
I think she at first. I think when she was like talking about it to the public before they had the baby shower, I think she was looking at it like, oh yeah, that'd be cool, but funny. But when the baby shower actually got there, I don't think she was with it. I mean, she was upset about it. I think that's just also hormones coming into play. She pregnant, and if she almost do some hormones is real serious. But the problem was he left the baby shower and was with another chick basically. Now she salty about it, and that's why she talking the whole divorce party. You know, having getting divorced.
Well, we knew they wasn't gonna lie, and that's hood rich shit,
Because
bro.
they know Offset them for that's sad for Offset because he fucking up his bankroll. For real.
They too hood rich. That's exactly
Fucking
what
up
some
your
hood.
bankroll
That's
because at the end of the day, like
as many hood.
Quavo, I'm pretty sure Quavo don't stand for that shit. I'm pretty sure Quavo don't stand for the shit. The money he's trying to make in the business ventures that he's trying to pursue, as far as opening his own liquor, making his own weed. Let's just say he make his own. I'm not sure. Or provide,
Cardi B,
producing.
her, yeah. She on QC now. You gotta help her out because she is a part of the team. Her relationships are our relationships, so I definitely feel you there. But also, you gotta look at it as still what they represent and who they are as people. People think that money is supposed to just change motherfuckers. A lot of money do change some motherfuckers, but money don't change everybody.
And that's why
some motherfuckers is just gonna be who they is. And maybe Offset is just the type of nigga that, yeah, I like her, she fine as fuck, she the coldest bitch, but I fuck all the coldest bitches. That's just what I do. I can't help it. Like, yeah, I went to the baby shower, and then afterwards, I fucked a different bitch.
And then on some other shit, yeah, that's fucked up. But on Cardi's behalf, how I look at
He
it,
said at one point in time, Offset was really my dude, but now.
No, he was acting like he was super in love.
That don't mean that he don't. Come on, man. So he fucked another bitch. I mean, he don't love her now. We playing that game,
bro.
I'm just saying, bro. It's three niggas in here.
I'm not saying that, but that's at the end of the day, it's the same debate about. I'm not even gonna say that person, but said person. That we having the debate about, Beyonce and Jay-Z. When it comes to, and I understand greed is the actual thing, but at the same time, if you're supposed to be like my hero, you're supposed to be a symbol of fucking peace, bro. And you not fucking setting the tone if you got everything you want and you're supposed to be the symbol of fucking black people, but you still fucking. We all know that fucking Beyonce is supposed to be the baddest bitch with the most money, and if not, she ain't the coldest, she one of the coldest. Like, if it ain't Rihanna, who would you fuck? You probably fuck Beyonce right after that. So, why Jay-Z, your old ass, cheating on your fucking wife when y'all both worth $1 billion fucking dollars? Sit your old ass down. Even Offset, we're gonna call it the correlation of Offset and Cardi B. If you've been, running through all these bitches before you even met Cardi B, and now you with Cardi B, you just flipped and doubled your money.
Like every chick.
No, I ain't gonna copy.
I'm not sound like, bro. I'm not trying to sound like every chick. I'm trying to get you in a mindset where you the only one who did this. You the one married the bitch, so you obviously felt complete.
Yeah, because they are married. They secretly got married last year.
You could have did that to any bitch. So at that point in time, if you truly feel in your heart that's the one and only one, why you still out here fucking around like you can't? Because I'll be honest, I'm not there yet. That's why I haven't married yet. That's why I have not done it.
If you,
that's why, if I was in that situation, I'm not going to court. I'm getting kicked the fuck out, but I'm not going to court. Or none of that other shit. I don't have, the bitch don't got no leverage on me.
If I may retort what you're stating, all I'm saying is a reason why, I'm not going to say a reason. I'm just saying, these niggas that are supposed to be symbols of this shit, the reason why things like this happen is to show you not to put man on this pedestal. There is no perfect being besides God. So don't be looking at Jay-Z as no symbol for peace or symbol for perfection. Don't look at Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship as a symbol of perfection, as something that cannot have any ups and downs or cannot experience anything that your relationship could experience. Maybe something like that happening to even them with the perfect woman, the perfect car, the perfect life, the perfect children, and you still having the same problems as somebody else might get them to see like, damn, maybe me having these problems, maybe I'm trying to get to this level to alienate the problems, and maybe I need to just realize that life comes with these problems. For regardless of everybody, and I might not even have the same problems as them, but regardless of if you are a regular person whose demons is out in the open, or if you've been a symbol for peace for so long to where your demons weren't really shown because they've always been there. That's another thing. That's why motherfuckers always get mad when people shit come out later in life. And then you're like, damn, they was perfect for so long. Like, no, nigga, it's just they seem perfect. And you can't look at what seems perfect and make it be like, oh, this person seems perfect, so they are perfect. Like, bro, they're not perfect.
I.e. Chris Brown.
I.e. Snoop Dogg, i.e. Bill Cosby, i.e. everybody, every person that you know. That's why it says in the Bible, at your best, you are but filthy rags. None of us are supposed to be thinking that anybody is better than anybody. We ain't supposed to think that we better than somebody, and we're not supposed to be looking at Jay-Z and Offset thinking that they can't make human mistakes.
No, I see what he was saying. But
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think where he was coming from was Offset being a role model, and then like we said, we watched Offset, we watched the Migos go, so we watched Offset come from the system, doing all that shit. Then he got one of the coldest bitches in the game, fucked up,
and
then came back and then tatted her name on her neck and then told her, I'm not gonna mess up no more. Then had the little situation with the
but
fake
then he's
baby.
like being arrogant with it now and shit like that, like, you know, just straight up like, you know, fuck it. You know, pull up to the Jalapa and say, AP girl, now I'm about to go. Like, it's just like you just being like, you just getting really caught up, like, in the shit of, like, you living the fucking fast, like, on some Rob Van Dam type shit.
Let that man live his life and do not judge his life.
Yeah,
and don't look at his life.
I'm just saying, don't be mad.
But I'm saying, but what I'm saying is back to what you were. I'm just answering from what you said. Y'all said we watched him grow. He's supposed to. We watched him grow, and he's supposed to be. I don't know what the word you used was, but an example or something. Don't look to him as that. Don't let him be no sort of example for you. If he's showing you now that he's changing, then get you a new example. Be like, damn, I thought that this was who was gonna be my example, but he's showing me. You either got a choice, like either A, I can look at it like, damn, I thought he was gonna be my example, but now he's showing me that damn, he's a human and he go through shit too. Or B, can be like, I thought he was my example, but obviously I don't want him to be my example because he can't deal with the shit. Maybe somebody else might be able to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It might be motherfuckers out here that can be married and really never, ever, ever cheat. And if that's what you really want to be able to do, either find that guy and emulate him or be him. You feel me? But don't look at somebody else and judge them because they can't do it perfectly. And then be mad like, damn, you were supposed to do it perfectly for us.
I'm not
like,
mad at
nigga,
all.
I ain't
I'm
Jesus.
saying.
I'm not saying you, I'm saying everybody. I'm saying the motherfuckers that's looking at Offset that's mad at him, or the motherfuckers that's looking at Jay-Z that's mad at him, don't be mad at him. Do better in your life. And let that be a lesson to show that all that shit that he got.
And they have brought up an old story. It's like I gotta get the city again, but it's over in India. Basically, the doctors, a baby got real sick, got a real high fever. So they took the baby to the doctors. They got to the doctors. The baby passed out. The baby went into a coma. But the doctors didn't know the baby was in a coma, so they pronounced the baby dead. The people had a fucking funeral for the baby. And then at the funeral, the baby started twitching. And then they was like, wait, what the fuck? And then the father just ran up straight, grabbed a blanket, grabbed his daughter, and his daughter started moving her hand and started moving a little bit. He just covered it up and they left it. I was just like, so, and they was like, the baby was like unconscious, like they ain't have her hooked up or nothing, wasn't feeding her or nothing. It was a child for like 4 days. And then they thought that like they was gonna have a funeral and then embalm her. Baby woke up at the funeral. And they was like, that family spent their last bit of money that they had to sell their house on a funeral because of these doctors said the Tyler, and I bet
that they don't give a fuck. They were
right.
Later to have their daughter in, trade that house and all that shit. Like the baby came back, like shit. If they sold the house to throw a funeral for the baby, what would they do to get the baby back?
Facts.
You feel me? Like, so they're probably fucking.
I just thought, I was like, God, you a blessing.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy. That's just
because it's like when I see news, when I see news like that, like with babies and shit, like you feel me? Now you feel me? I'm a father, so like that should be. I always like when I see news, because I always can picture my daughter in that situation. I'm like, nah, just like it was a video where the babysitter wasn't paying attention to the kids because she fucking with a nigga. And the parents had the camera set up in both the kids' room and the living room, and basically in the hallways. And she went in there fucking with the kids or whatever. Fucking dresser fall on one of the babies. The baby's climbing on the dresser. One is inside the dresser. The other one climbing fell. Baby is just the dresser is just laying on the baby, like the baby maybe like 4, 3, 4, and the other one like probably like 5, 6. But the babysitter, they hear the thumb. You can hear them look back because they ain't had no sound. You hear them look back, and then they continue doing what they. She ain't gonna check on the kids, none of that. And the baby just sitting there. And the other baby, he trying to move, but he realized he couldn't do nothing. So that nigga looking, and the little nigga start going back to play. Why his little brother just sitting there stuck up under the shit? That shit, I was in the room crying. Like, the fuck, man, like, that type of shit right there, really, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'd probably kill that babysitter. Like, if I seen that camera footage, you can't tell, there's nothing you can tell me to tell me, like, nah, I might let that go. Like, what the fuck you mean, let it go? This bitch over here getting her titties rubbed on, and my baby dying. And then the fact that even my other child was trying to fucking help, but he couldn't do nothing. So, you feel me? I can't even be mad at the little baby for just going back to play. He tried to help his brother. Shit heavy. Play with his car though. Like, you feel me? But
he ain't even gonna tell that little shitty ass kid.
And yeah, that's what pissed me about. He didn't run and go tell, but I'm like, they was little kids.
They was shitty kids. It's like, no, I don't know.
You feel me? You know when you a little kid and something happen, you don't go tell. You sitting there froze for a little bit like, I'ma just ignore this. Like, I was never in this area. We go over here and play. When they can ask me about it, I don't know. So, you feel me? That's why
I read a little, I read this article in Game Informer. It's basically about, like, she was just talking about like how females ain't really ever been represented in video games now, and now they starting to finally be prominent in games. And she was talking about as she was growing up, like it wasn't until like, I don't even know, some dummy late game where she first finally seen like some shit pop off and a girl step up and be like, oh, I'm gonna take care of this and get the shit taken care of and shit like that. And she was just like, that was the first time that she ever really felt empowered as a girl. And they did all these statistics about like in school, boys are like 90%, something like in the high 90% they're praised for their intelligence shit, where females were like in the like under 80%. They was like under 80% of what was being, you know what I'm saying, promoted.
Is you cooking? That's what I'm almost done.
Well, they was just talking about how girls, like, you know, I don't know, bro.
Should we make our way over there?
Yes.
So I'm still finish the topic. I'm just waiting for this nigga to get off the phone.
Alright, we're gonna come. I'm just, you know, we hungry. My mom crying. My mom is hungry and she's crying.
Can you tell him you're gonna call him back, please? Thank you. Alright. So anyway, it was talking about how women haven't ever really been represented in the media in positive. They always are either represented as damsels in distress, where you got like Peach and motherfucking you know what I'm saying, Zelda. It's just always somebody that's either getting saved or she's just sexy. Like you got the girls and days do shit like that. She's talking about it never was really no women stepping up and actually doing shit and getting shit done in video games. And now you got Ellie, who even though she's a lesbian, like even like lesbian in this one is being represented, but she's also a strong female protagonist. Or you got Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. And it was even speaking to like,
I don't know what they're talking about because Metroid Prime been out here since 1990.
But even with Metroid, she started off. Samus wasn't revealed to be a girl until the very, very end of the game. And everybody always thought she was a dude. They didn't show
it was
any,
a nigga.
They never showed any female physique or anything like that. It wasn't until very, very late in the games where something happened where she shed her suit and it showed like, oh shit, Samus has been a girl the whole time. So, and even down to that, I feel that is one, but even down to it being hidden, like it.
Perfect Dark on 64 and Tomb Raider. Them is like Tomb Raider and Perfect Dark is like the only two female games I knew.
And Perfect Dark probably came out. That was
Nintendo 64.
That was 64, so that was a little bit later. They said Lara Croft, she was kind of strong, but she was still kind of sexualized a little bit. And it's just like they more speaking now with people like how like Aloy, she really was like abandoned. You know what I'm saying? She was like an outcast. But she still continued to have confidence in her adversity. She always believed in herself. She always, you know what I'm saying, even down to the big obstacles. Like they were saying, like, dudes, you know what I'm saying, we take that courage in. We do get that. Like, a lot of where I come from, like with like the reason why I like to talk shit out first, and I'm really down with my homies, was like Goku and Dragon Ball Z and shit like that. You do take from the shit that you're inspired from as you're growing up. And if women didn't ever have any figures that were, you know what I'm saying, like even Wonder Woman, her thing was a lasso that made you tell the truth. Like, you feel me? Like, and it was basically, I think that she like, her weakness was getting tied up, and it was because of some bondage type shit.
They really minimalized her.
Yeah, her weakness is literally if you tie her up, she becomes powerless, and it was based off of bondage. Like you know what I'm saying? So it was all types of shit. Like, so it was basically just saying like women being represented more like strategically, you know what I'm saying, with more strength in the media. And I wanted to see, like, since y'all have daughters, like, did y'all ever notice that? And do y'all think that, you know what I'm saying, is ever, like, what do y'all think is going to be some things that y'all would do to, you know what I'm saying, make y'all's daughter stronger? Like,
To be honest, video games, like, you feel me? Back in the day, I can't cap, like, I never gave a
not even video games, all sorts of media.
Like, you feel me? I always looked at women in some type of power or dominance, because I ain't gonna care. I grew up with all women and my grandfather. Feel me? So, like, and you feel me? They always gonna let you know in that type of household. But, like, outside of that household, growing up, you feel me? Every girl was just girly. Like, they wasn't into video games. Or then, like, granted, there was not really no girly
But
games.
I'm talking about even in the media. I'm talking about, like, from the media's perspective of how women are represented. Do you feel like how do you feel they've been represented in, like, in movies, media, games, anything?
Well,
like,
for real, in the past 10 years, I feel like women been getting their glory. For real, since Beyonce's Dangerously in Love came out, I feel like women have been on the power rise. I feel like that's when the power rise started really for women, honestly, in my opinion. Because when that album came out, I seen every grown woman in my life want to be Beyonce, look up to Beyonce, and then I also seen the change, the power structure. Now I seen women become more dominant, and if you ask me, in my opinion, nowadays I feel like women really more dominant, even down to ESPN. I know y'all don't watch sports like that, but if you watch ESPN is based off of the bad females. I ain't gonna say bitches, but they got, even the white ladies, they make sure they the top notch, and they be leading the shows, which I like. The Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Yeah, still too, but you got Carrie, who used to be there. She just left because of some shit like what we talking about now. But you feel me? And then it's not like the Jamel Hill. These girls are educated on these things and know about it. I'm like, it's just as me.
The representation now is shifting.
Now I'm just saying, like, and I'm okay with it. I like it because, like, we got to see strong black women like the Michelle Obamas, the Beyonces.
I like seeing girls on them sports shows really go hard about sports, and I really like, and I don't even be judged, like, I don't be judging them and thinking like, oh, she just trying to fit in, like, I just be asking, like, either she took an interest in it, maybe she played sports, maybe her father or her mother played sports, like, but I like seeing that gap being bridged of, like, damn, like, we always think that it's just niggas that can do this stuff, but
yeah, I try to be interested in everything because I do have a daughter. So my thing is, now I'm like, I don't want my daughter to be I don't want my daughter to be all manly. I want her to know, I want her to see, like, women just as equal as us. Probably not physically, but I'm like, you feel me? I always thought women were smarter than men. That's always been my preference. That's how I grew up, you feel me? And I'm like, if you smart, you dominant. You feel me? So I'm like, I just want to be able, I'm happy that the world is shifting, and even though I don't so much agree with the stuff that they show on TV, I'm happy that they even acceptance to, like, lesbians and, you know, the homosexuals, like, all of that. Like, I'm okay because I'm like, now we're starting to come together as one. It's still uncomfortable, and I still.
But everybody is being represented. That's what I was saying. Like, everybody will be represented. That's what we understand in this culture right now. Like, we have to represent. We have to find. Because there's people out there that all walk different walks of life, and they want to see themselves manifested in this shit. And it's like we have to, like
yeah, right.
Gotta get this shit out.
So I got another topic. So 50 Cent started. I guess he trolling Jay-Z and Beyonce now. Cause he bored, but at the same time, it's a Queens. This situation is a Queens situation because Nas from Queens, and he had one on a radio show. I want to say Hot 97.6, not Ebro, but it's the other one. It got like a white bag. I'm gonna lie, so I'll go to it. I'll find out later on. But 50 was on there having an interview, and then they brought up how he felt about Jay-Z and Beyonce dropping their album when Nas's album dropped. And then he told me, he was like, y'all ain't see the writing on the wall? He was like, yeah, things is being squashed, but he was like, I gotta remember, y'all always say I'm petty and I own up to it. Jay-Z pettier than me. And he was like, did y'all not hear Beyonce at the Grammys last year? Do y'all not listen to this album? This album, Beyonce ain't really singing, for real. She's singing on this album, but she, for real, Beyonce doing her thing. So it was like, and they talking their shit. They went 0 for 8 from the Grammys. Of course, and Kanye shining. Kanye just dropped. He just took over a whole month where he dropped the album a week. All produced by him. You really thought, you feel me, he was gonna let Nas have this? Why do you think he signed Nas and shelved him?
Right.
It was like, just so happened a year after they beef ended, a year after Jay-Z just go holla at them, they put out Black Republicans, got the world on fire, and then nothing ever came out. It was like, he been shelving him, he ain't on the shelf no more, and then to stop his buzz, because he was like, I like the album, it was a great album. To stop his buzz, plus he still got that little beef with Kanye, boom. Fucking release date up.
Right, he's just a strategic businessman.
Right, and he was like, can you be mad at him? And he was like, I just don't like when
He just don't like that nigga. Like, that's a lifelong beef. Like, I'm like, bro, I don't know. I mean, I thought it was cool for, like, when Nas finally shined at Jay-Z after all of that shit, I was like, damn, like,
I didn't even know Nas' album came out.
It dropped on that whole, like, Kanye West dropped, like, the album a week. Like,
it dropped a week before Tiana Taylor's. And then even Tiana Taylor's album, she was
mad as fuck because she said that wasn't the album that was supposed to drop. Her album re-releasing this Friday, which is gonna be fucking up the streaming numbers because niggas is all these re-releases, motherfuckers is releasing their same shit again, and it's adding to their first week numbers.
That's what 6ix9ine did. That's what he kept doing the day 6ix9ine. That's why they took it away from being an album and they just made it like a project. Because he dropped it, which was fire, and so he did 69, 68 the first day. First week. But what he did was he went out and added 2 more tracks and then took the album off the internet and re-dropped the album. And it's called 6ix9ine. It was Day 6ix9ine, the first one, but the album now is Day 6ix9ine Graduation. And it got like a couple more tracks. And then I've been peeping in the game. I'm like, I can't even be mad at him because I'm like, it's a check.
Right.
All that, yeah, you can go ahead and take those shits off the internet, but you gonna re-put them out.
Until they figure out another way, bro. Like, shit, they find ways to fuck us out of money. Why we can't fuck that little shit out of some money?
Right.
Especially when, shit.
Like, that's
people on that shit listening, man.
It's crazy. But before I get there, I wanted to talk about Drake's album. Before I get there, I want to talk about it. Drake suffered another loss. Another one of his homies just got gunned down. Smoke Dogg, who also be like helping with all his albums, just got gunned the fuck down. Like, the fuck down.
Damn.
Like,
I don't know. Rest in peace.
Right, rest in peace, Smoke Dogg. I seen Drake, and they like, he can't even celebrate his album because his homie got popped. So they doing an investigation, and the media trying to go, oh, it's over the album,
Wow, it's over the album.
you know how the media just
What?
look, bro, and then like it was a lot of stuff. They just been trying to put everything on Drake. They trying to say Drake has something to do with Joe Jackson's sudden death because of that Michael Jackson. He got the song with Michael Jackson, and they was like, all this.
Joe Jackson, Janet Jackson's dad.
Yeah.
Didn't he have heart problems?
Yeah, he had cancer. You feel me? But the thing was, he just got publicized that he had cancer. Then literally 2 days later he died, and then the day after that Drake's album dropped. So there's and for real, it's hard to get. Joe Jackson is the one who clears Michael Jackson's records or samples. So anytime anybody uses anything on Michael Jackson, you gotta go through Joe Jackson. And if Joe Jackson say no, they like, Joe Jackson probably told that nigga Drake no.
Right.
But I'm like, Drake did just have Paris Jackson in the Nice for What video. And I was like, I was like, me, when I seen her, I was like, I instantly thought, I was like, maybe she's on the album. He got Michael Jackson's son playing the guitar probably on the album. Or he trying to he working something out. Cause I ain't never seen Drake in a Jackson nowhere. And all of a sudden you just got his daughter in your video. Even though she is popping, you feel me?
I don't even know what she look like.
Skinny white girl, it's funny. But she like a hippie. She cool as fuck, but rest in peace of that. But I wanted to get into Drake's album because it came out. We was waiting for it. I ain't gonna say it's the best album he got. I can't say that, and I won't. But it's definitely a great album. It's better. Me, I like it more than I like More Life. More Life has some shit, but I like the substance that he brought to this album, cause he cleared up a lot of questions I had. You know, shit with the Birdman shit. For me, he ain't gotta take Birdman to court no more. Birdman was like, "Fuck, I ain't losing no money. You went off the label, drop this one last album, you off." And he said it. Drop this last album now, I'm free. You feel me? He done. You feel me? He still with the whole Young Money, I believe, or he might be off Young Money. No, he's still with Young Money, but he on Cash Money.
Under Cash Money though, so he can't be on Young Money and be under Cash Money.
But I know he was signed Cash Money,
probably
Young
is.
Money. He was signed to both. He ain't Cash Money no more, and Young Money ain't Young Money no more. Wayne changed it so he can get full ownership, which is Young Moolah. It's Young Moolah now. Cause I kept seeing Nicki, and then I'm like, all right. When everybody dropping two, now I'm like, maybe Universal got them all dropping 2 albums. Cause ain't nobody really dropped. Drake is the first one to drop. Nicki ain't dropped in years. Fucking Wayne ain't dropped. He dropped little shits here and there, but he ain't dropped no album. And that I'ma say is an album in years.
He wasn't even really dropping at all. He was just dropping mixtape, barely features or anything.
Right, like now I'm like, he got so much music.
Like, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting to see how Wayne can build a buzz and how he can. But if anybody can do it, Wayne can.
Wayne's
That'll be-
hype is so built for the Carter 6 or something.
Carter 5. I'm sorry.
If anybody can do it, Wayne can though. Cause I mean,
But
If
let's
Pusha
just
T
pray
can
and hope
do-
Wayne ain't on this fucking psychedelic shit where
I don't think he is. Like, to be
Short
honest,
hair Wayne is trash to me, bro.
because like the Carter 5 been done. They say they got Wayne before, like 2 years ago. He was
that
like,
shit might be dated.
yeah. So he going back through it, and he got the funds now. You feel me? Now he ain't got no plans. Universal just gave this nigga a $10 million advance for the album. Just say, here, bro, 10 million, and they gonna push it. He got an actual level. He ain't got Birdman. He got white people. He got the white corporate people that's gonna put.
Advance is a lot though. I wouldn't even be wanting no advance. I should have been getting the money back from him. I shouldn't have to get advance shit. I should have all of the money that I'm owed, and I can work with that. I don't want to.
I believe. No, I think he got all that money. I'm just saying they gave him a $10 million advance for the album.
Well, then I'd paid that $10 million advance right back. Like, no, don't add no interest or nothing on this. I
But-
would make my album out of pocket, and we get that shit back. And y'all niggas can go ahead and do all that shit. I don't need no motherfucking advance because they be trying to recoup that shit and get a whole bunch of extra.
Yeah, but in a contract, Universal own, like, they got the split. Now Wayne got 51, Universal got 49, or another. They got a percentage of Young Moolah, and they got him, and he signed to them. So you feel me? He ain't tripping. They getting their money back with Drake and Nicki, so they ain't really tripping. That's why you feel me? Kev was telling me about that shit. He was like, that's probably why they was so willing to give Wayne $10 million off the rip. Like, bro, here, get your album together. And I'm like, he already said previously, he was like, I'm gonna have to drop a joint side A, side B type of album. He was like, I got like 40 songs right now. He's like, I got more than 40, but I got 40 they're ready to go. He was like, and I got like 80 songs that I'm still going through. I just been recording, making songs. So I like that's why I know Wayne with it because he been staying. I've been recording. I just ain't been releasing nothing because I wasn't getting no money. So why would I drop anything? But I've been rapping with the times. So I'm like, and then like the couple shits he put out, not the shit with Nicki, but the little other shits he put out. Like he done put out a few little tracks here and there.
Right, you sweet music.
Yeah, you can hear. Yeah, you can hear it in his voice, like, oh, he coming back. Like you can.
If Pusha T can come back and J Rock can boom like this, then anybody, Lil Wayne can do it too.
Right, Wayne took over.
You can do whatever you want. Fat Joe did it too. Like, do whatever you want.
So yeah, but the Drake album, out of the scale of 10, I'm definitely giving it like a 9. I can't give it a full 10 because I was not impressed with the singing at all. I thought the singing was low key. I feel like I got played on the singing part. Cause I'm like, you feel me? Drake's vocals is so important to a track. Now, you feel me? I get the same opera-ass bass tone and shit.
Yeah, that nigga shit was,
I'm like,
whack, but it was just,
like his singing wise, he could have did better. I ain't gonna say the singing was whack, cause it's still Drake. It's just Drake gypped us. He was lazy with the singing, like
he wasn't into it.
Yeah, you feel me?
He had a bunch of songs about Jennifer Lopez on that too. He was so hurt about her leaving him.
What pissed me off is like it was spurts. Like he had songs where he really was singing, and you like, nigga, why you just do this? Those were blood. You didn't.
That nigga
it was a lot of auto-tune.
Being with bitches, bro.
It was a lot of auto-tune on there. That was the most auto-tune I've noticed on the Drake album. Like ever. Like, maybe I just didn't have the ear for it. Maybe now that I'm hearing it, paying attention, but it was a lot of, like, not heavy auto-tune, but I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe that's just a part of EQs and I just wasn't ever listening and caring. But you can hear it, like, I know I can.
I thought, like, rap-wise, he gave me better bars on fucking More Life and previous albums than he did on this one. But I respected it because, like I said, he was clearing shit up. You feel me? I don't understand what he mean with the whole I'm hiding the world for my son. Like I do, but I'm kind of like, I look at it like.
You don't want the world to know that.
I look at it like a save, bro. Kid, like fuck.
Down with all these
I'm not trying to say nothing, but you feel me?
He just don't want niggas like, you feel me, bro? Just down there, niggas.
Paparazzi and all that. Yeah, I'm
saying it's ugly. Like he do all types of shit.
Fact. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, Drake ain't want y'all to call his son ugly. That's the first thing
I mean, shit. That's mean. Like, bro. Like, wow. He a day old, y'all already blazing.
So
bro, fuck y'all.
But like
they can say all types of awful shit about him and his mother. Like, bro, I don't want y'all niggas
right.
to shit about
and then
my
the
child.
fact that his baby mom is a porn star, yeah, he got her pregnant or whatever. But like I said, if you listen to the album, like when you really just sit down and listen to it, he tell you the whole story for real. That album was really about Adonis.
Yeah,
his son and how he
definitely dropped Upset as the single, and it's like, bruh. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares you upset that you got no 50-50 with a hoe. Don't get mad at us for calling her a hoe and you called her a hoe in your single and dropped it. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You ask me how I'm feeling, I'm upset. So you mad niggas is laughing at you. You upset, nigga. You emotional, bro. Like, you upset at some shit that you did to yourself, bro. You was fucking a porn star raw and coming in her.
I thought that was about what's going
on. Nah, he said can't go 50-50 with no hoe every month. Every month. That nigga's upset.
Bro,
he gotta pay that child support. Right?
I don't know if it's half. If it's half, he saw it.
It ain't no half.
But he said I gotta go 50-50 on a child's life with a hoe. You feel me? I'm upset. You know what I'm saying? But that's personal, motherfucker.
Yeah, and then like,
and also on top of that, you calling your child's mother a hoe, but you gonna get mad at somebody else said. You feel me? Like Pusha T said in the song, bro. You make her your queen, bro. You the one chose her, bro. Like, don't be ashamed of her.
Just because he got a baby with him,
you ain't gotta make her your queen, but you don't have to make her a pet. You don't have to dog her. You don't have to call her a hoe. You ain't gotta. You can, bro. You can glorify what you saw in her that made you get her pregnant. You obviously like something about her. You know what I'm saying? Something about her made you think that she might have been.
He talked about it on the CD. Like that's why I said I like the flow of the song because like when Upset came. Like you said, like you feel about that, and I think it was like 2 songs later, he like it was still going on. He was basically telling the whole story. Like, yeah, for me, I was feeling myself, and I'm about to slow down until this ring come off my pinky. Like I was living that life. Fucked up, and then he even shot at ASAP Rocky out because ASAP Rocky was fucking. He was even told it was like, bro.
That's what the sick part was. I'm
where
like,
the ASAP Rocky? You know how we get down. So I was like,
wow.
they probably trained her, and he the one got her pregnant. Like fuck. But like you feel me? That's his baby mama. So and I like me. I let
You
everybody.
know that ASAP Rocky was fucking her.
Yeah, he
It
said
came
that.
out.
He said he was hitting her while she was pregnant.
Right. And,
ASAP Rocky said that?
yes.
Yeah.
And it came
That's
out.
why the nigga
And
said
fucking
he
Iman
said-
Shumpert was piping her right like this
He said
a
he was
minute
hitting it
ago.
before it was, but I mean, she's
Yeah.
she's
She's a
she's
porn
had
star.
history.
Yeah.
She
And
they
she
said
funny-
they said she didn't do. I heard she didn't do
Man, that's
penetration
what he
porn.
said.
No, she was like soft porn, but
She did
she
soft
from the
porn, like
UK.
pictures and shit.
Yeah,
These
she.
superstars do they self the worst lives.
But
That's
That's
one thing
because
y'all
they
need to
share the
be-
same bitches. They be
That's
sharing
one
the
thing
same
y'all need to
bitches.
take home. Y'all niggas be sharing the worst. Y'all create the worst lives for yourselves because y'all just got fucking money for no reason. Fucking prostitutes and nothing in them, and you know you got billions and millions of fucking dollars.
Right.
Bro, your
Pull
stupid
out.
ass.
Pull out, bro.
Your stupid ass.
And
And
why
you shouldn't even be fucking with her as far as quality bitches you be thinking you be fucking with. Fucking wrong with you.
Also, what the.
Well, they busy.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, when you
You
see
need to
this,
take. That's when you take advantage of learning how to beat your dick again. What are you talking about?
beat your dick when you can fuck actual bitches, the baddest ones in the world.
And you a
She ain't
famous.
bad no more if everybody done been through her.
That don't make her not sexy. You ain't never seen some sexy ass bitches.
And
You
then,
don't know
like-
how many bodies they got. Some of the coldest bitches got the most bodies.
She got a nice
And
ass
it's,
body.
and it's a lot of bitches that don't. They know that they're cold, so they use that to get things out of niggas.
Well, I'm
and
just
how you
sad,
really want?
Drake,
You
that
gotta
you
fuck.
sat there and you bet you was the bellman.
Hey, all I'm saying
It happens-
is
it happens
to
to-
find a super bad bitch who don't fuck easy, that takes time and effort. And you a fucking rapper that gotta put your time and effort into other shit. You feel me? You ain't got 6 months to be
And-
trying to talk to this bitch and text
and
her
that's
all
just-
day and trying to
Where-
fuck
where-
her.
And that's just part
I'm
of
just telling you
and
the
that's just part
opposite
of
side
who
of
he
the
is.
coin,
Like
bruh.
Drake is always one of them. Like I ain't gonna say sensitive, but he a romantic, bro. How many times have we seen pictures on the internet of him at a fucking dinner with a chick? Remember he had Muhammad Ali's daughter at dinner. He be having all the bitches. They coming out of places with bitches.
But
from
that's classy bitches. He talking about ratchet bitches and like he talking about strippers and prostitutes and shit. But what I'm speaking to is like, bro, it's just you can't really just niggas is gonna fuck with niggas be fucking with bitches. Bitches is gonna be bad and they come in all shapes and sizes and they do all different types of shit. They all motherfucking got different lives.
And
do
she
different
got
shit.
she got
Like,
pregnant on a tour that him and A$AP Rocky was on overseas. They was overseas for like 3 months on tour.
They was
And-
over there going crazy.
And he was talking about it on the album, like, yeah, we out there living that life. You feel me? It happened, but he was like, I never failed away. I never not motherfucking took care of mine or her. I took care of them both. I just didn't tell y'all about it. Now y'all trying to judge me because I ain't tell y'all. Like I'm supposed to tell y'all everything.
Right, he was fucking raw shit. He was
Right.
thinking it like shit.
And when I seen her, when
You
I
see
seen
bitches that bad,
she
be
a
like,
point
fuck,
story.
I'm
I
shit.
probably would have did the same. I'm like, bro, I know niggas here that fuck some boozy ass bitches raw. So you trying to tell
and
me?
be nothing in
Look,
them.
right. So you
So
trying
you
to
ain't
tell
gonna
me?
name that bitch.
Rest in peace, my nigga Deron. His baby mom. His baby mom. And then I see the bitches he fucked with, but I'm like, that one. Shit like that, bro.
It's just any bitches,
right,
It's
bro.
like,
It's just-
nigga, you can't pass judgment on niggas doing that shit. Like, and then even down to like the bitches that the quality and caliber of bitches, them higher caliber bitches, them bitches take more. Like, trust me, if you was in a strip club and you seen like I ain't talking about no regular average ass strip club. I'm talking about Ace of Spades, King of Diamonds. And this bitch is going crazy. Like the bitches, like the bad bitches that he be rapping about. You should tell Malaya I'm on fire. She should work tonight. If you can go from looking at that bitch and everybody feeling on it to you actually fucking that bitch, and then like he said, Drake a romantic, so he like, shit, that pussy was good as fuck. And I was talking to her after we fucked her. She actually cool.
He fucked Malaya and shit.
You want to get some breakfast? I'm not saying he did, but he might have.
No,
he Drake. And you said he should have kept that, and that's
That was who was on Marvin
and she
Room.
probably she is just one of thousands, bro. She's one of thousands that he sees every city, bro.
Johnny Blaze.
Every city they come built like that, beautiful like that, with
It's-
their
it's
own
a
story, they all cool, and he be like, He really be knocking him.
The other porn star, Nikki Benz, bruh. See, but she be talking about Drake like Drake. Yeah, Drake cool as fuck. We used to hang out. He'd take me out, take me to dinner. You feel me? We'd go spend some money, go shopping, fuck me, drop me off. Like she was really talking about her sitting right next to Lex Steele. I'm like, you feel me? That's just what he do. He take girls to dinner.
It just be friendships that you actually have sex. It be people that you like as people, and they also super
He
cute.
loves him.
And then like, how many times have?
If he made Marvin's Room off from a lie, he loved her.
I don't know if he made.
No, yeah, he did. That was her on the voicemail. That's why she tried to sue his ass. That's why she got that permanent job at his strip club in Houston. That's why she don't never leave Houston like that.
That's her. The hello. Are you? Yeah, I'm good. That might be.
That was her. He almost got hit with a lawsuit.
Shit, I'm about to
Cash
get
Money had
Drake
to break her.
Wow.
You know the girl in the voice. I'm
I'm
about
just
to get ready
saying.
to call Drake right now. I don't know.
That was her on Elijah.
She like,
niggas
hello,
was mad. She
are
was
you
mad as
drunk
fuck.
right now? Like, I don't know. Man.
I'm
about
just
to get ready to-
saying, like, bet.
I don't know. I'm about to get ready to call
That-
Drake. All right, but that don't sound like. I don't know.
That's why.
It might be her because it do sound like her.
Like that's how she talk. And I remember when I came out, Drake got slapped with that lawsuit, and he had to cash her fuck out. And then I used to follow him a lot because I used
Maybe
to follow.
he got the voicemail from somebody else. Maybe it wasn't on his phone.
Was she
Maybe
calling
he got-
him trying to come over there?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe she got it from somebody else. Because now, like, in the voicemail, she said, I think, she's like, I don't know. I'm about to get ready to call Drake or something. I don't know. I ain't buying. Like, she literally, that's what the part I remember. That's for
I'm just saying.
But it also the one part she's like, are you drunk right now? That's the one part.
He
And
coulda-
then
he
it's
coulda
the
took-
whole part where they all talking like for a long part.
Yeah, I was gonna say he
Just
could have.
throw up while hold your head back.
He could have chopped some of, you could
Yeah.
chop. He probably could have chopped some of them voicemails.
Are you drunk right now?
So he can avoid the lawsuit. But I know he cashed her out some, cause then she still dances to all his music. She always used to shoot her videos. And
She probably didn't even really want anything with the lawsuit. But probably somebody was like, bro, like that's copyright infringement. It's not even about anything bad. Like that's your voice. That's your likeness.
yeah.
He's
So-
making money off that. That's royalties. That's streams.
And
He's making money off of your likeness.
How many
so-
times has Drake told us he got a few porn stars that he ashamed to name?
I've had sex 3 times this week. I'll explain.
You feel me?
You don't have sex 3 times with the same person and say that you'll explain. you gotta be fucking balls for people like, all right, look, I'm hot.
Like, let me just tell you,
This what happened. So we was at
we was there, and now we was there. Like we here.
Nah, man. I mean, I feel him. I feel that. I feel him on
Drake
being
like,
mad
bitch,
about
I'm here.
his. The only thing I just don't like is that, like, but even if you saying like, if he started off saying that way with one feeling and then he represents a different feeling later, that's cool. Because also, what I do like is it was one song where he was talking about, I ain't listened to it all the way through. It's right before Nice for What I think, unless my shit is playing in like some weird order. But it was basically like he was mad at the chick for leaving him again or some shit. Like, I don't know. He was talking about how she I don't know. I think that she was talking about like replacing him with another nigga that do the same shit as him, but don't do it as sweet as him.
Yeah,
And
I know
then
what you're talking about.
he was just really going in on the bitch and just going in on some shit. But then the next song was Nice for What for these niggas. To these niggas was kind of like basically him kind of understanding like I ain't special, bitch. Fuck you.
And that's what the whole city is like.
You ain't got a motherfucking be nice to me.
Niggas get mad because I'm like, when they listen to it, they so used to fucking mixtapes and just singles and just bounce music. When it comes to an actual body of work that you gotta listen to, that's why I respected Good Kid, Mad City so much, because it was a story. Drake telling you a story, but he also telling you many stories that formulate with
It's different. He was writing different things at different points in his life. Like some of those songs, some of those beats, I feel like they just came from free form writing. And that's also a thing I want to give him, because I think that we've been really peeping at the reference tracks. People are showing that, all right, fuck it, y'all know about reference tracks, so we just gonna show the reference tracks in the song. The Migos shit with Beyonce and Jay-Z, they on the ad-libs in the song to let you know. Like, if people didn't know that the Migos wrote Beyonce's verse, I'm not gonna cast stones and talk shit about it, but they wrote that verse. It's very, very clear. Protect Philippe, all that shit, that's trademark Migos shit. But if you didn't know, the Migos are also in the background on the ad-libs. There's a song on the Drake album that I think Party wrote Cause Party on the shit, just on the ad libs and shit. But it sounds very Party as
Future with Blue Tint.
Yeah.
That was the song that he had when they had posted the fake one that they had called Ice. Because when you listen to it, that's all he kept. Future was on there, but you heard Metro, well, Esco, you heard, and then
you heard it was their feel. It's just his shit. It's a reference that he just did. You feel me? Like, which I'm glad it's out in the open. You feel me? That we are now not so blindsided about this shit, and everybody knowing now it's being spoken about, and it's just being regularly represented. Because also I'm sick of these niggas. High as help. The Migos, that's them. That's why they on that shit in the ad lib. So they letting it be known, like, fuck it. Instead of just being secretive with the reference tracks, we just gonna go ahead and put the nigga that did the reference on it. I ain't gonna leave TDE out. I think, now I might not be wrong, but I think Kendrick wrote the win shit for J-Rock. At least the hook.
Yeah,
And at least the jump in. I think that's Kendrick. But that could be debated. Who knows? Who cares?
To be honest, not to cut you off, J-Rock could have wrote the song and Kendrick probably would have did the jump in, like you said, just like how we think. Well, we trying to figure out if academics wrote the sticky with the blicky.
It's all up in the air.
He ain't gotta write the whole song, but you feel me? If you give a two words that contribute to the song, you feel me? You can put it in the credits. You feel me?
Yeah. So I mean, and that's where the line of this shit is really hard to draw. But what I will say is, just as much as I think you can tell when somebody else might have penned it, I think you can tell when that artist themselves penned it. And the songs that Drake, I feel, in my particular opinion, penned are some of the best ones. The one where he was like, the only crying I do is crying from laughing about it. The only trying I do is trying, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
trying to bet. Like, that right there, that is literary talent. That's poetry. That's writing. Like, everything that he said, for it to be a negative connotation, but he flipped it to a positive. And then when he was like, Still I Rise, Maya Angelou vibes, like, that's where it's like, okay, you can't take that from Drake. That's Drake. You feel me? That's him writing his shit. Even down to some of the ones where it's just like,
I have Philly niggas child right there. So I was like,
yeah,
I like Survival. Like, I really like the CD because even though the tones kept switching, you feel me? Because at first I'm like, Drake all over the place. But then after I got myself adjusted to the tone, that's what took me so long with side A. Because when I heard side B, I immediately was like, Drake, you the GOAT, you did it again. Because it was formulated right. Like, it wasn't all over the place. I like
don't be
the
listening to music like that. I should be listening to.
I
I'm
do
gonna start
too,
taking
but-
music seriously, like.
Not me, I like,
Yes.
because I listen to everything.
Yes. Yes, he done did it again, y'all.
That's exactly
But I mean, you'll feel it. You'll feel it.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
like-
you
it
get
was
goosebumps in your head. I usually
yeah.
get goosebumps on my head, but
It was a lot of different. It was a whole lot of songs on this, so it's hard to really get I haven't listened to it all in one sitting. Also, my sound system ain't as loud as I would like it to be for me to really feel it. I feel music more at nighttime when I'm driving. Like, driving at night is when I really can either like my good vibes and my low vibes. I can really feel them more at them points. But other than that, you feel me? Like, I can't really. But with his shit, like I said, I haven't listened to it all the way through. But the songs that I have listened to and digest are like the one, I don't know what the beat is, but it's just like, it's just a very, very
it's okay.
what he say?
Yeah, I was just,
Is there more to life? Is there more to feeling alive than what I just feel? Is there more to life than just when I'm feeling alive?
That's Blue Tint. That's the one with Future.
Nah, that's not it.
my goodness, good
It's
God.
more of a. It's way more of a like that. That I don't know if that, but
My
if,
uncle's got it.
Cause I'm
if Javon, if the one, the blue tint, that's Blue Hunters, blue tint, blue, like blue tint, blue diamond, blue hunter, or something like that. I don't know. I don't think it's that. What's the? It's one where he's like, where he's talking about like, is there more to life than family time? Is there more to life than when I'm feeling alive? Like, it's more of a really, really free form, free.
no reason I think it's Blue Tint is because that was the name of him and Future's album, and the song Future is on. He kept saying, he kept repeating the
So,
what a time to be alive.
Go
He
to
kept-
go,
yeah, I'm
go
about
to
to
the
go
one. Go to the beginning. It's like one of the earlier songs. It's on Try A. Nah, it ain't got no type of real. It's got like, remember the calm?
Probably there was more.
Jaded.
No, James. Probably is there more?
Is there more? It's probably that. Is there more to life than when I'm feeling alive?
No,
It's
it's
more
probably,
of a.
is that all?
It's this more is the on the rap side.
Yeah.
Yep, it's
That
more.
one. That one is more like a just. You can tell that he was probably just writing this shit somewhere, and it's just free form thought. You know, just really just descriptive and just talking about things and just conceptualizing like his understanding, like where he's at in his life and just like what he feeling. Like I said, like that bar right there. Is it more to life than when I'm just feeling alive? Like you feel me? Like just. You know what I'm saying? Taking in shit with family. I don't know. You gotta listen to the song.
Yeah,
but
like-
he was going hard on that shit.
Cause I got the track list now. I can go with the survival. I'm big on intro tracks. I feel like that.
Yeah, I feel like that grabs you into that.
Yeah, like
So you
so.
gotta
I'm
feel
like, I ain't gonna lie, Drake. It was good, but you barely snatched me. For real, you didn't even snatch me.
You snatched me with the second song.
Yeah, non-stop. That should have been an
I'm
intro.
like,
Oh hell yeah! I was like, oh,
hey Drake.
okay. That's all I like. Like, you feel me? I fuck with that. Elevate. At first, I ain't like it when my first hearing of it. I didn't like it, but then when I went back and listened to it, I'm like, okay, now I fuck with it. Elevate was good, and then the lead in the God's Plan was we done heard so much, so I skipped that one. But you feel me? I fuck with I'm Upset, which I like how they did that God's Plan, and then I'm Upset. I like how it just went it. You feel me? I like the tone. God's Plan. He's showing you how he humble and how he thankful for all of this. But then I'm Upset came on like, but let me tell you about this bullshit.
It's perfect,
Nigga,
bro.
I can't go 50-50 with no hope.
But then after that, he kind of, you know what I'm
And
saying?
then he came out with 8 out of 10, which I was like,
He had to address the nigga who was talking about the baby from the bullshit.
right.
The Pusha
Pusha
T
T.
shit. That 8 out of 10, he went hard. Cause is that the one where he was like, your girl, Eric?
Your girl, that was the shit about him and Kanye, and cause he kept talking shit. He was even talking about, cause you know he lived next to Kanye, and he was
next to Kanye.
yeah, and he always had he always with the family. And he got secrets. That's why Jay Prince told him not to drop that disc, cause he had
because his shit was gonna all be aimed at Kanye and wasn't nothing gonna be aimed at Pusha T, and it was gonna make him look bad.
To be honest, I think this was the diss track that he originally had that they said he supposedly
Nah, I don't think that's the diss track, because it probably would have been more disrespectful, but I don't know if he said your bitch or what he would have said, but I do like that feeling. And he like, when I drop, it don't matter. But he like, but when I drop, it don't really fucking matter. Everybody gonna be listening.
Yeah, this is the one. Your wife, your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he just saying like, basically, like, it don't matter like how much niggas want to talk shit. When I drop, your mom, your friend, your wifey, everybody gonna be playing my shit, so it don't fucking matter. Like, it don't fucking matter what you say. It don't matter what you said about my son. Don't matter what you said about shit. When my album drop,
And
your sister, your girl, your wife.
This song Kim K was playing when Kanye snatched the phone out of her hand. And was telling us, I mean, listen to that. Like, no.
Oh, I didn't even know they was getting divorced too. That's crazy.
They getting a divorce?
Yeah.
She announced that she getting divorced. I'm like, bro, you are fucked up, bro.
But he told her on the album, if you leave, I don't blame you. He been told her to leave. She stayed. And he thanked her for that. But Kanye on some other shit. He fucked up. Kanye.
It's like your cousin, Joe. You like,
right, bro. It's like, right, bro.
He losing Kim K, like that's one of the low key best things that ever happened to him, for real. She been on him back.
Right, and I'm like, I don't want it to end, because I'm like, it wasn't like.
She represents something. She represents the whole turn housewife that don't leave you.
Facts. And I'm like,
she represents the whole turn housewife that flipped to get her own bread that everybody used to judge, but she out here.
She come out one time a year. She come out one time a year to do a news shoot and then quiet the rest of the year. Get paid off that. Why she take?
And she do all types of other shit. But this bitch had an app. Vern had her app.
This bitch was chilling with Trump by herself.
Right, bro. Like, bro, what?
Had the #1 selling app in the world for like years. And her
Kylie
app
got
still
makeup and shit. Her whole family set, bro.
You feel me? But back to this Drake, Mob Ties. that also it took me like 3
You
times.
need to just do your breakdown of albums episode because you want to break down the whole both at this A and this B.
Well, we ain't got no more topics, so this is the last topic.
Well, Mikey D's album breakdowns will be coming out soon.
Yeah.
Also, we might as well speak one more thing about women's empowerment. I saw this super ass hood movie the other night about these girls. They was just talking about how like they don't know why niggas underestimate women, and they was like, I don't know if it's our physique or da da da. But then in the whole movie, they just proceeded to rob niggas the whole movie, just using their sexuality, bruh. Like they had like it was these niggas, man. It was like 4 niggas. They had all this bread, bruh. It was in this hotel. 4 bitches just came in some little lingerie and shit, acting like some little typical bitches and shit. One bitch got on one nigga's lap, started all rubbing on his chest and shit. He had to take his gun off so he thought he was about to get his shit. The other girl was sitting on another nigga's lap. He all showing her the gun like, yeah, this how you hold it. Da-da-da. You put one in the head, showing her the gun, showing her how to play with it. Then next thing you know, they had both of the guns that them niggas had and just drew down on them niggas and robbed them niggas. And that's all they was doing was just robbing niggas the whole movies. Whole movies. So, niggas, get safes. Put your shit up, bruh.
Don't even
just
do
be
that.
inviting girls, you know.
Get it safe. But stop showing these bitches your shit. That's where you fuck up at.
All of the shit you got.
You see a bad bitch, you just automatically whip out the band, show her where you got the 3 bricks at and all that. I'm like,
yeah, just flexing to her because you don't know who she know and how quick some shit can get set up.
Working for it.
right.
Yeah, some shit can get set up real quick, and then you will be all types of fucked up because you wanted to be cute, showing
As
off.
soon as you go to the bathroom, nigga, she done text the address to whoever she needs to. Like,
She ain't text the address, she sent her location, nigga. They on their way.
Like, bro, this shit is real, but don't be out there.
Be careful, man. Just be careful.
Next week, I was gonna talk about free agency, but Kev ain't here, so next week we gonna get into that. Plus, it's some shit that still. It was some big signings, but we need to. I'm trying to wait for one person to sign for real. Then we holler at y'all about the free agency. Power Back. Make sure y'all go check it out. Y'all know I seen the episode earlier this morning. Y'all go see it. It's good. 50 is the mastermind. Like, I feel like he should just start a new career and just write movies and TV shows. Cause I'm like the writing, like, or I ain't gonna say writing so much, but his producing on. I haven't seen a bad 50 Cent movie. Even them little woozy ass movies on Netflix that don't come out of the movies. Even those be good as fuck. I'm like 50, but it kind of Hollywood 50 can't do wrong. Yes, them 50 movies be good. The shit with Forrest Whitaker, all his little cop ones, shit. I ain't gonna cap. I don't.
Good is debatable.
I don't fuck
Good
with.
is debatable. Okay, I guess good is okay.
So self defense.
Until I self-destruct.
Yeah, that was on some killer season shit. Like I didn't really like it. Even the movie when he had cancer, that shit was funny.
He be making me mad when 50 Cent be trying to play. Yeah, he be making me mad when he trying to play different types of shit. I understand venturing out, but it made me so mad. I'm like, this is 50 Cent. He the biggest bully ever. He's trolling people all the time. But now this nigga go try and play a nerd with glasses on in this movie. I'm supposed to just accept this shit? Like, no, bruh. Like, I know I'm supposed to be open-minded, but his acting's not good enough.
Nah, that was
to
brother.
make
He
be
was
like,
a football player.
no,
he was
bro.
a football.
He got a movie
player.
that's about to get ready to come out like super soon, bro. Where he's in it. He got glasses on, bro. He's supposed to be like some sort of something, bro. I don't know, bro.
Hey, maybe he doing the right thing, bro. Music ain't booming like it used to for old niggas. You feel me? Unless you a Jay-Z or a Wayne or something like that, like bro.
Jay-Z shit ain't even
Like it ain't, in fact, that should tell you right there when Jay-Z shit ain't even, you know, he's the biggest for everybody. He's one of the biggest bandwagons. Beyonce dropped together, and that shit didn't do that good.
What'd it do?
They ain't do platinum or ain't do gold.
Because he ain't have no cheating ass.
Like
He ain't have no cheating ass
And
phone deal with
no,
him.
he-
man.
no, he still got it, 'cause,
trying to
Ty-
be young with
Ty- yeah.
Beyonce and shit like that. That shit's gonna.
the world wasn't feeling it.
I wonder if that's all his hair. Like, all these niggas got hair, but niggas be popping them Propecia pills heavy, bro. Like, it's a lot of niggas out here that still got their hair that be on pills and shit. I'm trying to figure
That's
out.
his
like,
hair. That shit nappy as fuck.
Oh,
And
I
I've been
think
watching
so.
him over
Yeah,
since.
okay.
I've been.
I know it's his hair, but I'm saying, like, is he really natural? Is this his hair? Or is he.
What's wrong with Propecia pills? If you grow your fucking hair out,
I mean, it's supposed to fuck your dick up.
when you grow your hair out.
He a fucking billionaire. He can just buy a new dick.
Fact. All I'm saying is, it just be
Yeah.
funny. It just be funny to see all the niggas who had short hair for a long time just get hair like Kanye. Kanye used to always have the super skin tight short hair that out of nowhere now he can just grow all types of crazy ass froze. Kevin Hart was the same way. Kevin Hart used to always have to keep the skin tight, super short boy. Now out of nowhere, this nigga's hair, he can just get all types of crazy. I'm not knocking it if niggas is on it, I'm just saying like
They taking hymns.
Yeah.
they could be on a healthier lifestyle too.
Yeah, that I feel like the Kevin Hart's, you feel me? I always wondered that because you know they do movies and one day you will see them like you say, and then the next day it'll be something else.
Nah,
But
that's their personal life versus like.
I just feel like you feel me? We
This
see
nigga
we
think I'm whack. You over there losing so hard.
we see them in we. I just feel like it'd be over time because they just like I seen Jay-Z like. He did have a fade, but then I also been seeing him go out, grow his hair out, because he had like a little fro when he was doing the interview, talking about how Kanye crossed the line and shit.
Oh no, he's had a fro for a while. I'm trying to see. That's what I'm saying. In his age, he's had. It could be his hair. There's a lot of niggas with hair. I'm just asking.
I do agree. I think he is might taking pills because that nigga old as fuck. And like I seen the one of the hats.
There's some old niggas that got their hair still. I was just wondering. Like I don't know. Like, cause like I said, I had seen him with the short haircut for a long time, and then I seen him with long hair.
I just feel like he getting youthful for Beyonce. Cause I seen he's starting to get dreads a little bit, and I'm like,
yeah, cause he got the little super fro, bro.
I'm like, Jay-Z, I swear if you get fucking dreads, bro, I'm trying to start a petition. Get your hair cut, nigga.
Oh, that's the episode.
Where's his fucking
The name of the episode. It's this nigga unplugged it from my motherfucking phone.
I didn't plug
Jay-Z about to get
shit.
dreads, y'all. Alright, y'all be easy. Have a good night. This is the Back of the Class podcast where the cool kids talk about the cool shit. My charger is not here, bro. I only play it at work. So
You are a dumbass nigga, bro.
you a dumbass nigga. Where your charger at, bitch? You the one got your switch and I got your